Reports coming out of France that Mauricio Pochettino has been told by the PSG management and board that he will definitely be sacked at the end of the forthcoming season. This doesn't come of too much of a shock to people after performances and results in particular competitions have been very poor since Mauricio Pochettino arrived. There is also talks that maybe, just maybe, he could be sacked before the end of the season if they are to go out of the Champions League early. There are now starting to be reports that Man United, if indeed he's sacked before the end of the season, could step in and pounce. We're going to delve into that and much, much more on the Done Deal Show. Hit that like and share button. Let's go. Mauricio Pochettino has been informed by the PSG management that his time at the club will end at the end of this season. For all intents and purposes, he has been sacked. Don't be bought into the semantics that he's still there coaching. He is a dead man walking, according to a number of highly credible reports coming out of France. And we know things haven't been good for a while. And it's namely the performances in cup competitions and sort of in the trophy hunt that has really let Poch down. He's in a one-horse race. He's in a nation where he and his club hold a massive monopoly. The volume of money that PSG spend compared to their counterparts in the Uber Eats League is ridiculous. It's like my shopping bill versus Bill Gates. It's like the amount of money I spend on my car versus Cristiano Ronaldo. It is night and day and chalk and cheese. And we see here that Mauricio Pochettino's span of 12 months of PSG, he loses the 2021 league title to Lille. He isn't able to win the Champions League last season. He's now lost in the Champions Cup to loses the Champions Cup to Lille, and he's just been knocked out of the 2022 Copa de France to Nice. This is absolutely abysmal for Mauricio Pochettino. PSG have a long history of sacking managers irrespective of their success in the domestic competitions. I don't care about your win percentage, which boasts quite well for Mauricio. They don't care about any of that, though. What they care about at PSG is you doing well in the Champions League and winning the domestic trophies, barring one anomaly here and there. You have to win those as a prerequisite. That comes as standard. That's like food and drink, bread and pullet, bare basics that they expect of that football club. So are we surprised to see the news that the board have informed him that he is going to be gone, that he is going to be sacked? The answer is no. And as we say, it's the best win percentage he's had anywhere, only losing 10 games, some would say, 66% win ratio, 12 draws. But at Paris Saint-Germain, this should be riding in the high 70s, maybe even as high as the mid 80s as a standard. The fact that it is so low is absolutely abysmal. Abysmal to say the least. Only 11%, 12% higher than his time at Tottenham. And when you think of Thomas Tuchel, that was there prior with a 74, 75% win ratio, as we stated, it is not a surprise whatsoever that he has lost his job. He may carry on coaching for the next few months, but he is a dead man walking, as already stated. Now, who would be stupid enough to employ him, some will say. And I saw a tweet from Lies, who's a big Man United fan, friend of the Football Terrace, talk about Man United now going in for him. And that is the news that is beginning to circulate across the mainstream media and socials. A number of claims that Manchester United will be looking at Mauricio Pochettino as his future at PSG is now uncertain. Man United could move for Pochettino next month, with Zidane lined up to become the PSG manager if they lose to Real Madrid. So other headlines here that Ralph Rangnick's successor becomes clearer as the number one Man United target to leave in the summer. There are some claims that Ten Hag was the number one target, but it appears difficult to do it. It kind of feels like Ten Hag is waiting for the Man City job when you read a number of reports. So where does this leave Manchester United? What direction do they go in next? But it appears Poch is going to be that guy. Now, he has won some trophies. Which a lot of people sort of, when they spoke about Poch, always kind of said, what does he win? What will he bring you? What honors has he got as a manager? Now, he'll win the league this year. That's going to happen. He won the Copa de France last year after, I think, just literally arriving. I think the team were already in the semis or already in the final. So he has won. He'll win the league and he'll win that. So essentially, he's won an FA Cup and a league title. But in a league where if you're not winning the league every year and the cups every year, it's failure. None of the top four leagues, that's the case. If Man City don't win the FA Cup and League Cup, but win the Premier League, it's still successful. If Liverpool in a title challenge and come close, but pick up an FA Cup and get to it, it's still a good season. It's a bit of silverware because there isn't a monopoly. But in France, it doesn't work that way. So this man has still won no trophies of any significance, because I'm going to tell you now, I'm discounting the French. Every single French trophy you win at Paris Saint-Germain means nothing. It's like taking candy from a baby. He is now linked and the bookie's favorite to become the Manchester United manager. Is he the right appointment? Well, the football is going to improve. The football is going to be better without a shadow of a doubt. I don't think anybody could deny that the football will not be better. We will play better than under the previous two permanent managers in Jose Mourinho and Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. You'll be good at developing the youth. Some talented young players under the age of 25 at Man United that could do with his guidance, that could do with his ability to transform them. We saw what he did at Tottenham. How well the likes of Dele Alli was playing for him. The transformation of Harry Kane. Even players that you may not look at as actually being top class performed brilliantly for a number of years under him. Danny Rose is always a standout case in point. So youth and how the football looks will improve. But there are two big glaring issues with Poch. The first is, how is he going to handle the personalities, the egos that Man United have? The Cristiano Ronaldos, the Bruno Fernandezes, the Rafael Varanes. And I don't mean egos in a bad way. I don't mean egos as in they are bad people, bad apples. They're going to rock the apple cart. They're not going to do as they're told. We're talking about players that will demand the highest possible standards. They want to win every single match. I know that PSG have got a history of their star players falling out with managers, but not as quickly as Mauricio Pochettino. It's almost as if nobody believes in him. And why? Because you're taking over a powerhouse, and PSG are in the modern day sense a powerhouse with the players and the money they have. And you're bringing in somebody with no winning pedigree, zero winning pedigree, hasn't won a bean. And the players in the Paris Saint-Germain squad know that winning their league title and winning the Copa de France is like shooting fish in a barrel. So when he comes into Manchester United, why is it going to be any different? And I've had time to reflect. When we were going through the Ole period, you become a little bit, what I call football, you get a bit of sporting depression. And the grass always appears greener, softer, nicer on the other side. But when you start to reflect and you look at it, what has Mauricio Pochettino done? There were claims from Man United fans 12 months ago that if he took over United in December of 2020, they would have won the Premier League. Too good. I think I even bought into that idea. How wrong were we? How wrong were we? He's a loser. And that brings me on to the second point. He's a loser. He is, and I know this word gets thrown around a lot, but he's a bottle job. He's never going to be able to handle the pressure of playing for Man United. Our fans are so flip-floppy and toxic in nature that fans have gone from saying in early December they'll trust everything Ralph does because Ralph knows ball to calling him Ollie 2.0. The media will be waiting, pens in hand, shorthand ready to pounce upon any negative result. And if he thinks that playing fancy football, all fur coat and no knickers, no substance is going to wash with the global Man United faithful, he's got another thing coming. If he gets this job, he has got to be strong, thick-skinned, resolute, and not crack and crumble. He has to play brilliant football that wins high percentages of games. And he must make Manchester United competitive. And when we get to these gateway moments, those important 6-pointer matches, games to burst back into the top 4, games to get ourselves into the title race, semi-finals, Champions League second legs, finals of tournaments, he has to deliver. Because so far in Mauricio Pochettino's career, he has fouled again. Time and time again. The man's got Messi in his team, and he can't get Messi scoring. In France, he can't get Messi scoring. For me, I think the general populace will say the jury's out on whether he is the right man or not. I want your views. I want your opinions, whether Mauricio Pochettino is indeed the right guy for Man United. But it does appear from the highly credible Le Parisien that he will be losing his job at the end of the season. In fact, he's already been told he's going to get sacked. He is a dead man walking. Don't let the semantics hit you in the backside on the way out. We don't do any of that nonsense here. He's sacked already. He's just got a stay of execution. He's gone from Paris Saint-Germain. I don't even think winning the Champions League will save him. I honestly don't. Because if you're dominating domestically and you get to a Champions League final and they get rid of you, failing the bread and butter, the basics, and even winning that Champions League, I don't think are going to save you because the club won't view it as having any type of sustainability. And if anybody thinks under Mauricio Pochettino, Paris Saint-Germain are winning the Champions League ahead of Bayern Munich, ahead of Manchester City, ahead of Liverpool, ahead of Chelsea, ahead of Real Madrid, you're absolutely off your rocker. Not on your Nelly is that happening. I want your views. I want your opinions. Leave your comments below. Make sure you smash that like button. You subscribe to the Football Terrace. But until next time, take care. Goodbye. God bless. And we'll see you all again soon. Thank you.